Well, we are back.
The things I got to do.
We are back. We are back. Back.
It's a lovely Sunday night. Uh-oh. I can hear your phone.
How do we follow up the last episode?
What do you mean? What happened last episode?
Oh, well, there was a demonstration of masculine PMS on full display.
Well, let's not talk about what you did. And let's just say it was a good show.
Oh, yeah, it was a great show. It was good. Your efforts to dwindle the listenership to the mere me and you as we listen for quality control. Yeah, it's working. Whatever you're doing, it's working.
What do you mean? Hey, Josh put a tweet out saying he missed us.
You're not supposed to be. You told me not to mention anyone else on this thing, so
that was on Twitter. No,
that was your rule.
My rule is focus you and me. Don't focus on the chat. Let's kick it old school. This
should be something you talk to your therapist about. How if you don't get 100% focus.
I talk to her about you all the time.
Now,
she and then wants you to come in.
I am empathetic to what you were trying to say about it because, like, I look back at it as when Conan first started his latest podcast, right? He would have guests on, and to me, it sounded like he was still playing to the crowd, even though he was having a one-on-one conversation. And so I'm thinking, okay, I do see where Joe's coming from if I am falling into that rut of playing to the crowd. But I believe I was not. So I think you were wrong.
I believe you were, and I think I'm right. Anyway, let's not dwell on it.
It needs to be, we need to work it out because it is a bit of frustration.
I told you, I just want to kick it old school and just have one-on-one convo.
And boss gets to lay down the terms. It gets frustrating. I've been waiting a week for boss to reach out and say we can record. A week of me waiting around every night.
The show is still going to be out in time. Anyway, let's not bring people down.
In time. Time is Friday.
No, time's Monday.
Time is not Monday. Time is Friday.
People are back to work Monday. Didn't you hear we're reopening everything like they are in Georgia?
Anyway, so I left it until the very last minute today, and I'm like, well, I'm going to have to message him. You see, I cannot normally message you with, let's do a show, because then you get someone who feels he's not in the mood to do a show, which is a bad show. And then you get Joe that is not in control is another bad thing. So you just sit and wait for him to say, let's go tonight. Then you're sure for a good show because he's in the mood. That didn't happen all week. All week, I couldn't do anything else except wait because you can't launch other projects while waiting for Joe to say, let's go, right? So it's been a week of no production while waiting for Joe. Joe, you've had lots of production, though, I see, right? You've had lots of production.
Well, let's discuss what were you thinking about producing?
Right?
What could you not produce?
Tell us about your newscast.
Oh, it's lovely.
Where else can you go to curate such niche news items that Joe can bring forth? Comic-Con is canceled. Oh my God. Where else would I hear that?
Nowhere else.
Nowhere else.
Nope. Except on another 20 million websites. But that's okay. I'm only focused on my website.
Congratulations on your website, which is up and running, full steam ahead, by the way. The website, Angry Canadian Decepticon at blogspot.ca. That goes up in full production when STCPod ends its run on the internet. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that something?
Excuse me while I adjust my chair.
Do you see that coincidence? Are
you done attacking me?
No, I'm just curious. I'm trying to work everything out so we know what's going on.
There's nothing to work out. Anyway, I was more than happy to come on tonight. I was just finishing watching an episode of Ozark.
Then how come we haven't heard from you all week?
How come I haven't heard from you all week?
I just told you why. I'm not allowed to initiate.
You're allowed to text me anytime you want. Tonight was the first text I heard from you.
Actually, I did reach out to you on Twitter as well, and there was chirps there. Well,
what are you talking about?
You put out the important info, how you're watching a movie, and I replied to that saying, well, while you're watching a movie, I'm waiting to hear from you.
You put that out after I took a look at. I don't get notifications unless I log in on Twitter, which I'm doing right now.
That's exciting.
Let's see. Where's there's no bell notification from you.
Well, whilst you try and learn how to use Twitter, I'm sure there is. I replied to it.
Wait. No, I see. I see that Josh liked the reply to me that appears to be from you. But did you tag me?
No. Oh God! Everyone, please help me.
That didn't come up in. That didn't come up in my notification that you replied to me though. It should.
I guess we should double tag and send emails to Joe's new website, which is up and running at full speed. That'd be the Angry Canadian.
No, am I not right though?
At blogspot.ca.
If you reply to someone, you get notified that someone replies to you, right?
Yes, you would.
And the little bell at the bottom?
The little bell.
Yeah, nothing's there.
Okay, well, thanks everybody for joining us on this episode of STC Pod. You found the Start to Continue podcast. This is episode 200 and, geez, I just wrote it out too.
208.
No, 208.
278, I said.
278. It could definitely be 278. I am one side of this conversation. My name's Bill, and with me is Joe, the Angry Canadian Decepticon. He is a prolific content creator found on all facets of the internet, grinding away on a daily basis for your eyeballs and attention.
Sensing sarcasm. What's this tweet you put out? Don't know what happened, but hashtag just beat it. Bastion on the Switch. Bastion. I know the name. What's that game about?
We talked about it already. I'm glad you remember our deep diving conversation on it.
No, I know we did, but I can't remember.
It's like an isometric journey through different worlds. You get a range weapon, and then you get a close-up weapon.
Looks like a boy and a girl from the 1970s.
Yeah, I don't know what the story is, to be honest with you. It ended. I'm like, what? What was going on? It's that game where whatever you do, the narrator narrates what you're doing. Do you remember? I told you about this.
Did I mark that down as a game I need to pick up?
So the narrator will continue the story as you're playing along. You could be swiping and fighting up to your elbows and enemies, and the narrator is telling you the story. I think I must have just missed some facts or figures or something, but I had to make a decision at the end, a couple decisions at the end. I don't know what it did, and I don't know what for, but the game ended, and it was fun. Lots of different weapons to play with, and some are really fun to deal with. So the ranged weapons were really fun. And Joe's on his iPhone for this, and his video is now conked out. So I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's in a new location.
I see it. I didn't do anything. I just went to the garage.
Holy mackerel. Well, I wish this is a secret recording of STC Pod, by the way.
No reason for that to cut it, though.
Just to let people know who might be there, we're not allowed to mention that we're recording, because as per Joe. So if anyone is there, he doesn't like people to know he's on air drinking right now.
Who are you talking to?
No one. I'm giving an update to what's going on. So what else? You watched a movie today. I saw that on Twitter. Oh, he's gone. I look away for a second and he's gone. And don't tell anyone that we're recording, because when I disappear from the show, you can just sit there and vamp by yourself. Man, I'm telling you, this is a handful keeping up with my recording partner, Joe. Let's see, is he coming back? Oh, he's coming back. I got to re-add him. There we go.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Are you back, Julian?
Julian.
What?
I don't know. I don't recognize that reference.
Oh,
I was watching. I decided
like your
to
muscles.
finally introduce. What?
Go ahead.
I finally decided to introduce the kids to the Lord of the Rings. And I really wanted to watch. Because I remember I was telling you I had the. I finally picked up like the extended Blu-rays. I either got them earlier this year or late last year. So I was going to make a marathon. Not this time though, but I intended to do it by myself. But I figure I'll introduce them to the franchise. But the extended, I took a look at the time for the first movie, 3 hours and 48 minutes. So they must have threw everything in there in the kitchen sink. So there's no way. No, I've never seen it.
Oh.
So there's no way a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old is going to sit through that length of a movie.
I love how you predetermine these things for your kids. How many times have I admonished you for this?
No.
Your kid can't handle 3D. Your kid can't handle a movie more than 2 hours long. Your kid can't handle affection.
Well, my regular Blu-rays that I have of the Lord of the Rings, they're like 2 hours and 38 minutes. That's long enough, man.
No, the extended is the only way to go.
Well, not for them. I don't want to disinterest them from the franchise. So anyway,
predetermined stuff.
The 6-year-old loved it, man. She sat there the entire time on top of me, just lying on the couch watching it. And I was explaining the characters to them, and
oh my god,
the ring and what the writing inside the ring meant.
Can you imagine Joe mansplaining Lord of the Rings to you?
Oh, dude, I'm the only person you want to have it explained to.
Meanwhile, there's no way you were awake through the whole thing.
Well, I closed my eyes for 5 minutes. My son woke me up.
And they are kind of still young for it, if I got to say, because there are scary bits still.
No, there wasn't. Not in.
There is. In Fellowship, I'll tell you the scary bit scared my kid when we were watching it was...
when Bilbo's eyes changed when he tried to reach for the ring from Frodo?
Yeah, exactly.
No, they didn't even jump. They didn't even question me about it, actually.
I would love to see, like, if someone snuck in and took a picture of 2 kids and Joe asleep in front of the TV. I think that is what happened.
They weren't asleep. They loved it. Anyway, I guess I closed my eyes for 5 minutes. But I knew what had happened, so I'll have to go back and watch the extended by myself. It was good, man. I hadn't seen them since I saw them in the theater.
We were supposed to make a date where you'd come here and we'd watch them all one day.
Yeah, well, that'll be the extended one. Took some time off work.
Because the audio is incredible. It is booming.
I was actually, while I was watching, I was trying to figure out if it still held up after all this time. And I don't know. It was weird.
It does hold up. It's not without question.
Yeah, it is with question.
Yeah, it is without question. It holds up
No,
because of all the practical effects.
not that. Just because in my head I was trying to go through, were they successful really in squeezing or trimming the book down and making it into this one movie? And when it came out originally, for me, the answer was definitely yes. This time though, I don't know. It, Jackson did the best that he could, and I don't think they could have done it any other way, especially at that time period. I don't know. It just seemed the transitions from scene to scene seemed to be a little quick for me. So I don't know if it's just because it's the first movie. I'd like to see if I still have the same feeling as I go through the next two movies. Because for me, the third one was the best.
Oh my God.
What's up, Undertaker? Roll your eyes up more into your head.
You drive me bonkers. Seriously.
Hey, I'm giving you my opinion, and that's fine.
No, you're wrong again.
I'm allowed to have my opinion.
I'll tell you, since you do have the extended editions, we're talking Lord of the Rings again. Dive into the appendices. Watch all of that extra footage, and you will see that Peter Jackson just didn't do a good job. He gave 1,000,000,000% of himself to that project.
I know he did. I followed when they're all being made. I followed all the news, all the stories.
Oh my God. You watched it all in the theater.
I watched all the backstory. I read all the magazines about it, all that nonsense.
Of course. Just watch the appendices. It's totally worth it. All the different layers of not only creativity but production that goes into every single shot is.
I'm well aware of it.
You know,
I'm not talking about that.
He knows.
I didn't say the quality of the shot was bad.
I love this shot you got of the camera up from your crotch like you're Vince McMahon or something.
The camera's on a box on top of my desk.
How tight is that shirt, for Christ's sakes? Look at it.
This is loose.
It's choking your neck.
This shirt is loose. I've worn it for 2 days now.
Christ almighty.
Listen. I'm in COVID mode.
Before
this new catchphrase all the kids are using on the internet. I'm COVID today.
Are you done?
Are you done yet?
Before we get too far, can I put out a special announcement?
No.
No?
Go ahead.
We have to give a big congratulations to Luke and his wife, Sydney, for delivering a baby boy.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah.
What's the name?
I don't know if I have the name yet.
Is it Luke Jr.?
It is not Luke Jr. I do have the name, but I don't know. I don't know how much info I'm allowed to give out, but the baby did come early. So our thoughts are still with them. They got a long road ahead of them. Like she was supposed to be due in 6 weeks kind of thing, but complications probably because of this whole virus thing. The word on the street is that the COVID thing may be causing a lot of premature babies being born. I don't know. There's no talk of that officially, but it is kind of coincidental that all this is happening. I definitely
hope everything's all right.
Yeah, for sure. He says baby's good. Baby boy, his name is Christopher Lloyd, and their last name.
Nice.
So, yeah, congratulations, you guys. It was exciting to hear, but also you're cautiously.
Christopher Lloyd, like the actor?
That might be coincidental.
Yeah. No, I know they're not naming him after the actor.
Yeah, I get so that. Okay.
Well, that's great. Anyway, congratulations, and hope the baby stays healthy.
And he said that the baby is on a CPAP machine, so that's like another member of the CPAP crew.
Could have just taken mine.
Have you given up on yours? See, that's what I said. I said only the best of us use a CPAP machine. That's why Joe doesn't use
I
his.
have to, because the fucking person I sleep with kicks me every night when I don't. So, oddly enough, though, like 2 nights ago, I went to bed at, what time was it? About 1 o'clock, and I got up at 7, and I thought for sure I'd be tired. I had the best night's sleep, man. I woke up completely refreshed and ready to go, and I hadn't done that in such a long time. I'm not going to say it's because of the CPAP, but maybe my body finally recycled. My impressive immune system kicked in finally, and I'm a machine, baby.
Well, I told you that I've been having some weird dreams, and I only get
autoerotic dreams.
I only get the good sleep. It's like it kicks in at 7 a.m. when I hit the deep sleeps, and so I'll get a good dream, then I'll remember the dream. And I told you about it. The one I still freaking remember. It was so vivid. I was at the grocery store, and Mark Maron happened to be working as a cashier there, and I don't even know why he was in my head, because I hadn't listened to him in a while. I hadn't watched his show in a while. And as I get up to him, he's just like, F this, man, and walks off the job. He's like, we need better pay for this serious situation we're in. And he stormed out to the front of the grocery store, and 2 employees followed him in solidarity. And then almost immediately, one of the employees came right back in and started work again. And he was sitting out there by himself going, fuck this, man. We need more pay. And yeah, I was buying grapes. I don't know. I don't usually eat grapes either, but they were massive. I remember they were the size of my hand almost, these grapes. And it was just an explosion of flavor in the mouth. You know what I mean? Well, that's a crazy dream, man. Yeah, something else happened to me too, now that we're talking about dreams. I woke up, and there was a sock beside my head. And as I saw there, I'm like, there's a sock in my bed right beside my head. I don't know what's.
Is that the jerk off sock?
Then I remembered what happened. No. Yeah, ever since this latest CPAP machine I've been on, I don't know if you get this, but I drool a lot, it seems.
No.
And I hate
drool? Your mouth is closed.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea, but I'll wake up and there'll be like drool down my face, right? And I hate that. And so normally I got a box of Kleenex round by the bed. I reach down, grab a Kleenex and wipe my mouth, and then throw it on the floor and go back to sleep. But the night before, I'd ran out of Kleenex due to situations beside the bed. And so I remember in the night reaching down and grabbing my sock and wiping my mouth with it. And then I left it beside my head in case I drooled more that night. So
I just wipe it on the sheet.
Well, see, I have to clean my own sheets, unlike you who have people to do it.
I wash my sheets as well.
So I don't want them to get too gross.
You wash them in hot water.
And I have a bedding setting on the machine.
Yeah, but it still washes in hot water.
I don't know what it does. I select bedding.
You don't wash sheets in cold water. It doesn't disinfect them.
No, then I'd have to use cold water detergent.
What?
I don't do anything in cold water.
All your clothes should be done in cold water.
Then you need cold water detergent.
Yeah, you buy both.
I don't. Well, I do, because the big kid, some of her clothes needs cold water, but no. Everything is normal for me except for bedding, which I select bedding.
And when you select normal, that's cold water.
It is not.
It is. On the lights on your machine, it comes up as cold water automatically.
No.
It does.
It's probably warm, cold, something like that. Hey, you want to bet another big breakfast?
Why? You're the only one.
I don't know nothing so far.
Yeah, you do.
For what?
The gyms are going to be opened in weeks, and you're saying they're not going to be open in before the end of the year. It's guaranteed big breakfast already.
Nonetheless, you're currently in the hole for me for food, being I had to buy
$3, by the way.
more than that. You ate an entire Baconator meal off my tab.
Yeah, you owed me $10.
I owed you a breakfast McMeal, which is like nothing, $4 or something.
You saw the cost of it on the receipt.
That's because
for some 2, you owed me $10.
That's because
okay. No, I'm telling the story. One morning at work, the guy that I worked with in my room decided to go out and get breakfast. So I said, okay, I'll take some. And then, of course, Bill comes walking through like he does every time that I'm eating for some reason. Sees me having this McDonald's breakfast combo and goes crazy because I didn't ask him if he wanted anything.
Yeah.
So the next day, the guy goes out again for breakfast. And I go, hey, I called you on the phone. I go, hey, this guy's going out for breakfast. Do you want something? You told me to get exactly what I got, which was a bacon and egg McMuffin combo with an orange juice, right? And I got an extra hash brown.
Right, which drives the price up insanely high. For one extra hash brown.
That's irrelevant.
It's a silly
So the total came to 19 and change. So I said, okay, you owe me $10. Then our last shift, the guy was going out to get Harvey's. And I said, hey, I'm going to grab some Harvey's. Do you want in on it? I called you again and let you know about it. And you said, yeah. I said, okay, you're going to you cover this one. So you insisted on getting a Baconator, which is the most expensive thing.
It's called Wendy's.
Yeah, same thing. And then, so that total came to like what? $26 for 2 meals. So now I owe you $3, and that's the story.
How did it turn into 3?
Because you owed me 10.
Well, the Baconator is the only thing you can get at Wendy's that's any good.
No, I'm happy with the double. Mom Burger, whatever this Papa Burger thing.
Yeah, Papa Burger from Wendy's. That's a waste of time. Just get that's all I ate that entire day was that Baconator meal. That's how well that did.
Nothing sat in my gut.
All day, one meal. Beat that.
That's not good for you. Every 2 hours you gotta eat.
I think it is good for you, actually. Well, I'm not training for the big competition next month, so I'm good.
Speaking of training, I'm actually gonna go. I gotta buy some resistance bands tomorrow. This is not good.
Yeah, it's not good. Your neck is retreating back to normal size.
It is. Everything is shrinking.
You're having trouble holding your head up because your neck is reverting to normal human.
Everything is shrinking, dude. Except for the belly. I bent over to tie my laces yesterday, and I felt a bit of resistance.
Good.
Like something was squishing into my penis. It was my stomach. So,
well, I got to tell you, I'll be honest with you. If I could have a confession time here with you, time for Bill's confession. The sugar has come back into my diet by way of go screw yourself.
I can smell it on your breath, man.
The big kid has been baking like crazy to keep herself busy. And you see the way I keep sugar out of my diet, like cookies and that kind of crap, is I don't buy it. I don't bring it in the house. That way I can't eat it. But imagine fresh baked goods in the house. I don't have that kind of willpower. God help me. Who does? So I haven't been gorging, but
I can do without fresh baked stuff, man.
Oh man, she made chocolate chip cookies and she made white chocolate chip cookies.
I'd rather tell her to make banana bread or something.
She made carrot cake muffins. She made Rice Krispie squares.
Carrot cake muffins, okay.
The chocolate chip cookies is my downfall. You cannot bring that in the house. Holy mackerel. Especially fresh baked. Holy jeez. Soft and chewy.
I like the ketchup chips. That's my weakness.
There you go.
The kids polished off the rest of the bag today for during the movie.
There's another Joe quote for you. Supremely out of context. I like ketchup chips.
Yeah.
Ketchup chips are gross. I don't care. You know what ketchup chips are?
You're allowed to have your opinion.
It's for people who want attention of saying, look at me and my ketchup chips.
That makes no sense, crazy.
Yeah, it is. Because they think it's so outrageous they're having ketchup chips. It's all.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
Something else. Ketchup chips are the most basic of chips.
No, it isn't.
How's that outrageous and crazy?
They are radically different from all other chips.
Do you know how you're making yourself sound like a lunatic?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just because you hate all things ketchup chips doesn't mean that they're like this exotic. Hey, everybody, look at me! I'm eating ketchup chips.
That is what I think it is.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was having like salsa, then I'd be like, look at this fucking guy. He's got to have
what?
Got to have chips and salsa because he wants everybody to look at him.
No, I would think that's more normal.
No, that's
than
normal.
Stupid
I knew you were
ketchup chips.
that. Ketchup chips are goddamn normal.
Well, who doesn't like
them? Yeah, or Bill likes salsa and chips, so that's the right way to go. Bill hates ketchup chips.
Well,
that means you just want attention. What? Dude, go see a fucking shrink, please.
Oh, no. Sorry for telling it like it is.
Please.
You've lived your entire life without people telling you how it is. Now you have me. And that's why this show has been developed this way. You finally have someone telling you like it is.
I don't know what's going on. But I am putting my feet up on my desk.
Why are you going with your phone for this record? What happened with the computer?
Computer's in use right now.
Oh, is it? Is it busy in production? Is there some hot news items?
The computer is just in use. But I am balancing my phone on top of a little box on top of my crotch. The box arrived today from Amazon, and it's the Amazon Echo Dot that I got for free. Because I renewed my Sirius XM. Supposed to get 3 months free. They gave me 6 free, and they finally tracked me down, so I renewed for another 6 months.
Yeah, I've heard people are calling in and just saying to Sirius, what are you doing for during this crisis for people? And if you ask that, they will give you 3 months just for asking. I've heard that. I haven't heard this Amazon Dot thing.
Well, no, that was just probably because I signed a contract with them, right? Or I signed up. That was part of the incentive, I guess, for new customers.
I kind of hate that Sirius has been giving away access to the app for everyone for free. I was saying how good it is that companies are doing this stuff, but ever since they did that, my ability to stream on-demand shows from the app has completely stopped working. So I'm kind of furious about it every day. It's frustrating.
What do you mean? It's just slow?
No, it won't pull it. You go to play this episode and it just starts. The dials. I'm sorry. Joe's doing stuff to the camera. You guys in podcast land can't hear that.
No, I just adjusted my position and it threw you off. So
and he refuses to let people watch this live stream, but even though he does stuff on the camera. So I don't know. Just letting people know what's happening.
What were you saying? It doesn't work at all.
No, it doesn't.
Call a complaint and say, "Hey, you are paying for that. I'm not paying for the extra web thing. I think, right? Oh no, I am. I'm not paying for the. I don't get the Howard Stern in my on my my bundle.
Yeah, so it's a pretty useless bundle.
No, it's not. I only listen to it in my car. How's it useless?
Well, because all the good content isn't there.
Because it's not Howard Stern. Hey, lunatic.
Hey,
You're not the
maniac.
only one. You're not the only one that's right. Your opinion isn't the only one that's right. Fuck.
Oh, jeez.
Is this another podcast?
What are you going to do? Listen to Springsteen channel 24 hours a day?
I've got my channels that I listen to lined up on my phone or in my car, and that's all I want. And that makes me happy. And that's all that matters. I don't care what anyone else thinks.
You don't care what anyone else thinks, and why is this a secret recording?
I already told you why. I only want to talk to you and have your focus on me instead of you focused on the fucking people in the chat and doing your game show host voice.
There it is. I want you focused on me.
Yeah. And talking normal and not like a game show host.
I don't talk like... Have I talked differently today?
I don't know. Who's in the chat?
I don't know.
I know Cousin Luke was in there.
We're not allowed to look, right?
I know Cousin Luke was in there.
How do you know? You're allowed to look, but I'm not.
I'm checking Twitter right now. Did you put a fucking tweet out?
What are you going to do? Are you going to have a hissy?
No, because I asked you not to.
No, you didn't ask anything. Let's be honest.
I said, I'll come on.
Let's be honest.
Talk to you.
Yes.
Do you want me
exactly.
to pull up my tweet message to you?
I'll come on. You'll be lucky enough to talk to me, but only if these conditions are met.
What don't you understand? I just want to talk to you.
Yeah, that's all we're doing. If it's a live broadcast, what difference does it make if other people are watching? That's what I can't get my head around, other than growing a community of listeners. Do I have to say My Life in Collecting more times? Will that make it better?
No, you broke up. I didn't hear you.
It's probably better. Hey, you know what? I got sucked into a movie I'm probably not happy to admit to this past week. And I think it's like an 8-year-old movie or something. It played randomly on the movie channels. It's very extraordinarily Torontonian. It's shot all over Toronto and is unabashedly so, which is kind of cool. I know that would make Joe upset though. And it had, what's his face? You know, Harry Potter. What's that guy's name? Hello? Hey, One Track Mind. Hello? Is this
I'm trying to think. Can you
am I on my own here? Harry Radcliffe.
What?
Is that Harry Radcliffe?
It's Radcliffe, Daniel Radcliffe.
Okay, he was starring in it, and it was called The F Word, and I definitely did not want to watch it because the info was stupid, generic relationship movie where this guy gets put in the friend zone with this girl, and you know what's going to happen. And it also starred what's his head, the new Darth Vader there from Girls. What's his name?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. What the hell's his name? Anyways, it was a comedy, and I got to admit, to be honest with you, if I could be honest, that Harry Radcliffe was pretty brilliant at comedy. He's got the timing down. He's excellent. And the new Darth Vader, he was excellent at comedy as well. Had the timing down. And I wanted to tune away from this movie. I didn't want to watch a romantic movie, but it kept me zoned in for the entire thing. And it was predictable, but the comedy was sharp and it was well done. And all the Toronto landmarks helped as well. That was the F Word.
What if it was a shot in Toronto?
What's that? What'd you say?
What if it wasn't shot in Toronto?
Are you
So I know that's
saying
the only reason. I know that's the only reason why you tuned in.
no? That is not. That is not. I don't know why I kept watching it. I think I was scrolling around the dial as it was in the preview window, and it made me chuckle or something a couple times. And then I wanted to see what the chick looked like. It was frustrating because it was very trendy. Like every character in it was a super young, fresh, just out of college, model looking, super successful, already had a full career people. Do they really exist? I don't know. But that was a bit off-putting to me, how trendy everyone was, how perfect they were, how perfect lives they all had. But it was funny. Daniel Radcliffe was funny. And then last night, I put on some Amazon and I watched the latest Rambo movie, Last Blood. Have you seen that one yet there, Joe?
Is that the one where he's on the farm? I haven't watched it yet.
He is, yeah. Yeah, he's on the farm. It's a Kevin McAllister hardcore version of Home Alone. Rambo version.
Hey, I wonder if I can pull it up here. If I close this, I hope I don't lose you.
What do you need to pull up? Where's he going? What's he doing? Camera's out. So if you're just listening, the technical wizardry of Joe has turned off his feed. He's still in the stream, so I don't know what he's doing, but his audio and his video is gone as he went to pull something up. That would have been exciting. He was going to read something for us. Oh man, this is what I got to deal with. But don't let anyone watch, because you wouldn't have to want to talk to the chat right now while you're waiting for Joe to reestablish himself. No, you wouldn't want to do that. He's still going. So I put on Rambo because that is now on Amazon Prime. And I saw they also have the second Zombieland on there. So that's going to be next on my list. I still haven't seen that. The Rambo seemed like it was going to be very predictable. And it was, except I forgot how the Rambo series, like things are ramped up 100% and it's super mature. Like they don't pull any punches. So that's where the predictability ended, because I thought, okay, this is going to happen. He's going to save this person and do all that. But because it's Rambo, things go a little bit differently. Sorry, Joe, you're back. It's good to see you.
Yeah, sorry, man. I guess I can't get out of StreamYard and check out the things.
Oh, that's a shame. What would you have checked? Like, why can't we just have a conversation?
I got an email scam the other day. You want to hear about it?
Yes, that I do.
Because Rambo. I'm sure he killed some people and knows that, right? Did he set some traps on the farm?
Like I told you, it's Kevin McAllister.
Did he yell? Did he take his shirt off? Did he put a bandana on?
I don't know if his shirt came off. No bandana.
Did someone get impaled on a punji stick?
I just had lots of questions at the end of it. Like, I can't get into it because I don't want to give anything away, but it's like, why did this happen? Why is he there? Yeah. How does this exist? Why? I just have questions. Why? A lot of whys. If anyone's watched it, they know my whys.
So I'm at work and I got this sent to my work email. So I don't know how that happened, but anyway, or how this is even possible since our work computers don't have cameras. But my last shift at work, I log in, check my email, and I had to laugh. This email starts off with, I do know 5578 is your password. I require your complete attention for the coming 24 hours. I will certainly make sure that you live out of guilt for the rest of your life span. Hey, you don't know me personally yet. I know everything about you. Your entire Facebook contact list, mobile home contacts, along with all the virtual activity on your computer from the past 117 days, including your masturbation video footage, Which brings me to the primary reason why I'm writing the specific email to you. Well, the previous time you went to see the porn online sites, my malware ended up being activated inside your computer, which ended up documenting a lovely video of your masturbation play simply by triggering your web camera. You got an unquestionably odd taste, by the way. I have the whole recording. If perhaps you think I'm playing around, simply reply proof. And I will be forwarding the recording randomly to 8 people you're friends with. It may be your friend, coworker, boss, mother, and father. I don't know. My software will randomly pick the contact details. Would you be capable of gazing into someone else's eyes again after it? I question that. However, it doesn't need to be that route. I would like you to make a one-time non-negotiable offer. Get $2,000 US in Bitcoin and send them to the address below. If you don't know how, look online how to acquire Bitcoin. Do not waste my precious time. If you send this donation, we will call it that. Right after that, it will go away for good. Under no circumstances may contact, blah, blah, blah. You've got 1 day in order to do so. Your time starts off quickly as you check out this email.
So have you been jerking it at work?
At work? No. I wish I might pass some time. Anyway, I found that funny. Maybe if I got sent to my home computer, but I'm like, who cares, man? Everybody jerks off.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be embarrassed if someone saw my penis.
Why are you filming it?
I'm not. I'm just saying if my camera was on and someone recorded it, I'd be like, yeah, so?
Well, we just were thinking your camera's on, and then you said you volunteered how your penis would be in the video. So what kind of weird stuff?
I volunteered my penis? What?
Yeah.
That's not what I said.
Yeah. You said your penis would be in a... Okay.
No, I'm saying if someone saw me. So I wouldn't care if someone saw it. Anyway, nice to see the email scams are still going around.
Yeah. So was that password even close? Like
5578? No.
Then why would they even go with that one?
I don't know. I can imagine the type of person that sent that email, though. I got a nice visual image of them in my head.
Well, they send out 1 billion of those. Try to get someone. So
I didn't realize people were still going for Bitcoin.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what? Speaking of computers, what happened to your daughter's computer? Aside from it not being a Mac.
Well, this is the little kid's computer, which is like a hand-me-down, right? So it's not even a real. It's more like a souped-up tablet that has a keyboard that you can attach to it. Yeah,
but it was doing weird. That screenshot was making it do weird things.
Yeah, it's an Acer, whatever it's called, and it's about 5 years old, is it? Something like that. I don't know, but yeah. It only has. I recently updated it to Windows 10. It was the big kid's computer until she couldn't use it anymore, and it was, working horribly. So I had her clear all of her crap out of it. We're going to update it to the latest Windows, like it's been asking for ages to do, and I'm going to make sure everything's updated. Update the browsers, do all that. So I did all that, and it had been working. But then using Google Classroom in Chrome, it just starts glitching like mad. And as you saw, I put out a tweet of what it was doing to our IT buddies all over the Twitter, to Haji and Derek and RetroPixel. But then I left the Americans off, and in comes Rocket Sauce, like a bull with the solutions. And he had the best solution. It was a Chrome turn off hardware acceleration in Chrome. And that seems to be working so far, but we haven't put too much work to it yet because that was Friday night and she was practically done her homework. So We'll see if that holds up. That little computer only has 2 gigs of RAM, so that's probably not going to be enough to do what Chrome wants it to do. You know what I mean? Plus, we would have like...
Can you just... What do you mean? Chrome, the web browser?
Yeah. And
Does
we would have
to use Chrome, though?
No. But, you know, I tried the Internet Explorer or whatever it's called now. It's called something else now, right?
Is it?
Outcast or some bullshit. I don't know. And it was kind of... The fonts were all weird on that. So... Just Chrome's easier. It's because it's Google based. Classroom is Google, so I just like using Chrome. And if you have too many tabs open too, that eats up the RAM. So we figured out just keep the tabs down, do that hardware thing. Saw said, but thanks to everyone who responded, man. We had a total run of a lot of people trying to help us out, which was cool.
Yeah, Chrome's a bit of a memory hog. Well, actually, it's more than a bit. I don't use it on my computer, but I definitely use it at work.
That's all I use, Chrome everywhere, because Chrome remembers all your stuff from station to station. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, you're on camera there, buddy.
Oh, scratching.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Jesus. Jump up and down a bit more.
Is that big? What do you got to do?
Holy mackerel. So yeah, doing the schooling at home, it's wild, man. The math, I told you last week we were doing multiplication. Now she's moving into division. So it's like, oh God, help me now. Hey, you got that question wrong. I did? Yeah. And my phone says it's this answer. Well, how do you get that? I don't know. Did they teach you? Figure it out.
Are they still doing division? Are they? Where's she at? What grade is she in?
3.
How the hell's my son doing it?
Well, we're still at least simple division. So as long as you know your multiplication tables, you can work it out. It's just how many times does 5 go into 15 kind of thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, are they doing like with there's are they bothering when there's like a remainder? Are they at that point?
No, not yet. I'm going to jump out the window when that happens.
I was curious if they were doing it the same way we did it back when we were in school or not. I can't remember if my son's done division yet. I think so, but
like Google Classroom, it'll have this sheet, and they have the problems on the sheet. Then they expect the students to click on a box and make sure the box is big enough and then type everything into the box, including your work and all that. And I can't believe she was going as far as she was doing it that way. I'm like, forget this, just write the answer and then do all the work on a piece of paper. I'll take a picture of your piece of paper and send it to your teacher, because that's just labor intensive to figure out the formatting of all these floating boxes on these classroom forms. It's just a pain. So the teacher's welcome for all types of ways to get your answers in. So I just give her her own little workbook, paper and pencil, and work it out, and we'll take a picture of it.
Well, there's still no I think I saw on the news tonight, school's still out till May 31st.
Yes.
So at that point, I wouldn't even want my kid going back.
Yeah.
Right?
I want them to go back. They can spend June with their friends. What kind of heartless maniac would say they don't want their kids to go back for a month of school?
What kind of heartless person sends their kid back to school and not be concerned about their health?
Well, obviously,
I don't want my kid to get sick.
They won't get sick if they're cleared to go.
You never know what can happen, man. There's a lot of dirty kids at school. A lot of dirty families.
My kid, yes, they're not all Joe families. We know this. However, these kids deserve to have a little bit of, once the go ahead is given, they're allowed to have a month with their friends, I would have to say, after enduring all of this.
They could just play with their friends in the summertime a little bit later when things are more under control, even more.
Oh my God, you're insane.
Let's not
Mike?
have them drink sanitizer stuff and send them off to school.
Oh, he drives me crazy. My little kid's been meeting up with her, one of her little friends down the street. She lives down the street, and I'm watching them, and they're literally 10 feet from each other talking on the sidewalk. And it's hilarious because they're just little 8-year-olds, but they know enough to stay that far apart from each other. Yet there's grown-ups in the South that are congregating together and having protests. But the 8-year-olds get it.
I'm all for that, man. Let them protest. Let them kill themselves off.
Yeah, why don't they? Why are they not getting sick? How are the Fox News people still healthy? Well, I don't get it. Jesus Christ. Anyways, before we move on from school, I read an email today, an update from the school. I thought this was incredible. The movement that they did just in our school board here. They sent a little update about the stuff they've been doing. And I don't know if you got this, but our school board sent out a survey before this really got ramped up about how are you going to be able to help your kid? Do you have devices, all that jazz? And you had to fill in a survey. And we said we had devices and all that, of course, but a lot of people didn't, right? So in response to the survey sent to families earlier this month, the school board deployed more than 1,700 devices, iPads and Chromebooks to students who require access to technology. And not only that, they also delivered 400 iPhones to families who don't have internet. And those phones were hooked up to school board data plans so they could hotspot the computer they're using for internet access. Isn't that incredible?
That's good.
And as well, they opened up all schools. The school Wi-Fi has open access, so you can drive to the parking lot and park in the parking lot and hit their open Wi-Fi to use if you need it. So pretty incredible for a school board who, you think it's so hard for decisions to come through for them to mobilize and deploy that much equipment and infrastructure within a week. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, I don't know if mine did that. I'm trying to think.
It's funny when you listen to these back and I watch you edit them. You're like, I can't believe the pauses that are in this show. It's crazy, man. I'm like, yeah,
it's called real life when people stop and think about if that's been going on. Sorry, don't run my mouth. I don't need to flap my gums every 2 seconds.
Really? I don't know. I've seen a YouTube channel where there's lots of flapping going on.
Well, there's negativity coming out again.
How's that negativity? It's conversation.
Pete, no, it's not. People can tell. My leg just fell asleep from this prone position I was sitting in.
By the way, as I've said before, congratulations. Like, I check out all the late night shows continually throughout this. They're another group of people that have just been on top of it and have been awesome. Late night shows haven't been better. It's like adversity adds so much more to comedy. It's not even funny. Colbert's been amazing. Jimmy Kimmel, Conan, of course. Fallon's probably the only guy I don't watch. But last night I did remember to tape Saturday Night Live, who did another at-home edition, and it was fantastic. I gotta say, well done. Even the musical guest, Miley Cyrus, did a number that I actually watched the whole way through. She did a Pink Floyd number, and it was pretty good. She wasn't even naked in it, and I still watched it.
All those late night hosts appreciate that. And when they're listening, they'll be glad to hear that.
No, I'm telling our listeners that there's still great stuff out there to watch.
Yeah, that's good.
They could have easily just gone into repeats, but they're doing
No,
good.
because no one would have watched, man. No one's watching repeats. I tuned into something the other day. I wish I could remember the name of it, but it was a special on one of the movie channels in regards to behind the scenes of the Aliens movie. Fuck, what was it called again? But it was weird. It delved into the guy who wrote it. And, just sort of where he got his ideas from and where he originated as a kid and how his parents were so strict that he could watch or read any alien sci-fi stuff. And that only pushed him harder to get into it. Man, I wish I could remember the name of it.
Where was this?
It was on one of the movie channels, one of the Crave channels. It was really good, though. I hadn't seen anything about that. I'd seen some stuff in terms of aliens. I forget this guy's name. Bill something? Bill Donner? No. Anyway, it's kind of cool. I don't think I've watched anything else, though. I've been PVRing a lot. 2 episodes left of Ozark. Still enjoying it. Watching one every night. I don't know. That's it.
All right.
Who wrote Aliens?
I don't know.
Dan O'Bannon. That's his name. Sorry.
O'Banion?
O'Bannon.
That dick.
Yeah, no, I can't find the name of it. Sorry, man.
I think they are on some kind of anniversary. Isn't that why that would have been there?
Well, I try to remember because I knew it would be something that you would like. I'll scan through, see if I can find it again. Let you know about it.
Yeah. Hey, add it to the news because that's where I get all my stuff. So,
all right, sarcasm. If you're going to be that way.
So definitely go over and check out My Life in Collecting for the latest news headlines.
What came on to be made fun of.
No, I'm giving you the plugs. What are you talking about?
Jesus Christ.
Latest headlines like Comic-Con's been canceled.
Did you fertilize your grass yet?
I don't have any fertilizer.
Did you seed your grass?
No. Am I good to go?
I fertilized. I didn't seed though because I want to give it about a week's space.
Do you think
we finally
safe
got some
for
rain
seed
today? So
I didn't get any rain.
We're safe. We got some rain today. It's supposed to rain more on Wednesday.
Oh no! I did a massive detailing of the vehicle. I don't want rain for a little while. Give me a clean car for at least 2 days. 2 days.
It's April, man.
I did the entire inside. I conditioned the leather and got my carpets in. Took out the winter mats. And still have the winter tires. So that's fun.
What do you condition the leather with?
Every time I bought furniture, like at the Brick, they force these cleaning products on you. If you buy the warranty, they force a box of cleaning products. So I have like 3 of those boxes, and one of them has leather cleaner / conditioner that they swear you should use. So that's what I've been using. Worked pretty good. I did another coat of wax on it, and
the car's barely used.
I don't know. They always say with leather furniture, you should keep the conditioner to it to make it last long. I don't know.
I could maybe use that on my driver's seat.
Yeah, I don't want those seats to crack, right? So,
well, I think it cracks anyway, but can't hurt, I guess.
I could easily spot you a bottle for maybe $19.99. No?
Okay.
Well, screw you then. But I am going to let you try that scratch remover, though. I got some scratch remover for you to try. You were asking about.
Did I tell you I did my first curbside pickup?
Yeah, at Canadian Tire?
Yeah, and at Home Depot, too.
Yeah, and it worked out for you. You said it worked good.
Out. It worked out. I don't know. People are still going into Walmart, though, right?
Yeah, that's true. I could go there and get some fertilizer. I need bird seed. That's what I need. I got these cardinals that are setting up shop right beside my deck, and I can't stop watching them. I love them. I love cardinals, and how lucky that this year they're setting up shop right beside me. Got female. She's like brownish, and then the male is super crimson with the crown. I could watch them all day. They need food, though. I got no food. My Niger seed is almost gone for the finches. The birds are there. Niger seed.
Oh. What the heck's Niger seed?
It's that little black thistle. That's what finches go crazy for. It's like heroin to them.
I don't want birds in my backyard.
No.
There's ones that always nest in the fucking tree beside the deck. So what happens before they take off? They poop all over. So there's remnants of their nest. I'm gonna poke the rest of it out tomorrow. If I see them building a nest there, I'm gonna take the hose to them.
You are an awful.
No, because you know what happens. Being. What?
What kind of birds are they?
They're just birds, normal birds that
what?
Don't count.
What kind of birds?
I don't know.
Robins.
They're no-name birds. No,
they're no-name birds.
No-name birds. They're brown. They're not cool like a blue jay. If it was a blue jay, I'd be like, that's the shit.
Blue jays are messy and mean.
They look fucking cool though, man.
Yeah, they do look good. So do cardinals.
Yeah, you never see a blue jay. Oh, I see them all the time.
Well, I do see blue jays, yeah.
I never do. I used to see them when I was a kid, and I used to love looking at them at my grandmother's house. Anyway, I don't want a bird's nest beside the deck. They can nest elsewhere. I'll send them to your place.
Please do. I love having birds back there.
Well, I love hearing them.
Yeah.
I don't like cleaning up their poop all over my stuff.
You got birds and little chipmunks, squirrels, but lots of chipmunks, which are cool. I like chipmunks. So, okay. Anyways, is that it? Is that all you want to say for today?
Yeah, we're good, man.
You're slipping away there, so I thought we should maybe wrap this up.
I'm not slipping away. I'm just sitting here.
Yeah, okay. You're like gelatin slowly sliding into the base of your chair. Look at go over.
Thank you very much.
Go over and check out our YouTube channel at /start to continue. Lots of good stuff going on there, including the continuation of the vinyl collection, where we are going through what is on the record shelves to see what's there, because I've kind of forgotten what's in there. So we're going through it. We got good buddies Matt Bandy and Kevin Buried on Mars for that. And there's going to be a sidebar to that series coming on very soon, where we look at bootlegs, CD variety that I've collected through the years. So look for that as well. And you can find Joe over at My Life in Collecting. Like I said, lots of news going on there. Lots of he plays games just like I've seen. Anyways, he plays games and he's got stuff over there. Check that out. My Life in Collecting. You can talk to us over at Twitter at STCPod. I'll answer that. And Joe is at AC Decepticon. And you can go check out our website at, oh, wait, we don't have that anymore because Joe said shut it down. But his website is up and running hardcore. That's Angry Canadian Decepticon /blogspot.ca. Go check that out for all your redirection needs to his content. Also on Instagram, STC Pod, and Joe's over at Instagram. What is your Instagram? Is it AC Decepticon or is it My Life in Collecting?
The second one.
It's My Life in Collecting, where you will find him spamming all of his My Life in Collecting videos solely on that channel. So that's very worth subscribing to as well. Definitely check that out. Other than that, look for our podcast on YouTube and everywhere you can find podcasts, Podbean, Stitcher, Google Play, Apple, all that stuff. Right? You got anything else, Joe? Or did we get everything?
No, you did a good job.
Great job. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. We're going to get together and have some fun, okay?
Are we?
Well, we'll have more to talk about next week. Look for us on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, people. All right. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. Oh, man. Post it and post it.